All right, and we're back. And then last time we learned how to make our NPC enemy character chase us and attack us, but we're not even taking damage. So in this episode, let's take some damage. They need a weapon. So I think all these guards will have a spear. So remember, this is just our general NPC. What we need to do is make a child blueprint so it will follow the same code. So go to your NPC character and let's right click it, and we're going to create a child blueprint. And this one is not going to be called BP NPC. This one's going to be called BP Guard for me, and whatever character it is for you, because this is going to follow the same code as this, but it's also going to have a little bit different code. So let's look at the NPC code real quick here. And when they swing their weapon, they're going to be attacking the player or whatever. Cool. Everything's good there. What we need to do is go into our guard. And if you look at their event graph, it's just going to be everything hooked up. If the parent is doing it, then the child is doing it too. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? But the child can do different things than the parent, just like in real life. So in the child, the guard, what we're going to do is we're going to add a spear in his hand. So we're going to come over here to the mesh, and we're going to add a static mesh. Now, if you don't have a spear, you should download one and put it into your game. But for me, I think I put mine into my weapons folder. Enemy spear. Yeah, right here. So I want them to be carrying that. So let's add that. So add a static mesh. And if you had it highlighted, it would come in the game already, just like mine did. You wouldn't even have to plug it in. The size is right. However, the position is not. We want to attach it to his right hand. So on parent socket, go to right hand. There we go. And now what you can do is pause your animation and make sure it fits in his hand. So pause the animation, and I'm going to make sure it fits in his hand just the way I want it to. All right, I think that's pretty good. I mean, it's all right. It's clipping a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's fix that. All right, perfect. Now let's unpause the animations here. Compile and save. And now he has a spear in his hand. Now let's make sure that spear right there, it has overlap all on. Overlap all dynamic, that's fine. Okay, because what we want to do is when it does overlap the player, so click on begin overlap, and the other actor is third person character, then what we want is the third person character to take damage. Take damage, player take damage. And before that, we need to set the enemy damage. Set enemy damage. Enemy damage. Yeah, I said that right. Enemy damage. And you want to set it to whatever this character's damage is. So remember, if you want your characters to all have different kinds of damage, so if I want all of my guards to have different damage, I can just create a variable right here, promote to variable, and make sure the eyeball is on. So now I'll set enemy damage to enemy damage. And that way, when the player takes damage, it'll take this damage here. So in this case, we're going to set this player's damage to 10. Just so we can see it happening. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And now when the guard, none of these are guards, by the way. Those are just regular NPCs. Let's drop a guard in the game. And let's make sure that his not passive, and so that he'll see the player and attack. And let's make sure these other guys are passive so that they don't mess with anything. Okay, now let's see what happens when this guy attacks us with that. Ow, 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 stop it. Ow, wow, he's aggressive. What the fuck? He's killing the shit out of us. Stop. Okay, I made him too aggressive. Whew. Let's try that one more time. Okay. So we need to make an attacking. So we need to, as soon as like the enemy is attacking, because he can't be attacking like he's for real attacking while he's wilding. So let's go and let's fix this a little bit, right? let's go to the animation, right? And the animation of that warrior, which was here. And I'm using this melee attack. We need to create an animation notify that tells the game when he's attacking. So let's do like right here, and we'll set the notify. But we don't have a notify to set. So right here, we can right click, do the blueprint class, type in anim notify, and we'll select that one. And we want to call it enemy attack underscore AN for anim notify. Now, all you have to do in the anim notify is on the function here, say received notify. And for here, the mesh component get owner. Now, all you want to do is get the guard, BP guard. And you want to make sure that their attack is set to true. So they don't have an attack. Let's double check and make sure the NPC has that or not. So for this one, we need to create a variable on the guard called attacking. Attacking. And we're going to just compile and save. Now back in the anim notify that we were creating, we need to set attacking to true. And also we need to make sure that this is checked. Okay, perfect. So now in our here, we can call attacking to true. So right on the number 1, add a notify, and attack, enemy attack is the one that we want. And then when it finishes, right there, we get set attacking back to false. So back in that notify, let's make another one. Duplicate it, and enemy attack off. And this one, all we're going to do is go to our received notify and just set attacking to false, compile and save. Now put that one right here. Well, let me see if I can. Add notify, enemy attack off, bow bow, right there. All right, bet. Yeah, I didn't even notice that I said that. It's like a catchphrase. I don't even recognize I'll be saying that. All right, so now his attacking is only going to be on when that is happening. So as soon as that happens, attacking is on, right? Pow. Okay. So let's go back to the guard. And on attacking, let's go from the NPC. Let's copy everything from enemy attack player. Even though it's there already, just copy it and put it into the guard because we're going to make some slight changes. So, bet. So, all that works. Bet. Attack player. Okay. Now, the reason why you want this is so now you can do their acceptance radiance. Maybe this enemy, since they have a spear, their acceptance radiance is a little bit longer. So maybe it's like 200 now, right? Just for this one. And you can give them a different attack if you wish to. And what you could do is you can give them a plethora of attacks, but we're not going to do that right now. The way you do that is you would drag off here, set it to a variable, make sure the variable that you set is not a, here, let me show you. It's not regular, it's an array. So then you can drop multiple animations in there and have it choose between any of those animations. Cool though. I think that's all I really wanted to change there. So in our guard, what we need to do is, when the sphere overlaps to the third person character, let's see if attacking, so get attacking, let's see if that's true. Because if it is true, then we do the damage. Only one time though. And then reset it. So to put a do once there. So do the damage one time, and then what we're going to do here is player take damage. We could really reset. So let's do a custom event called reset. Custom event. Oops. Custom event called reset. And all it does is reset. So right here at the end, we're going to call a reset. I should have named it something else because there's another reset. So let's name it something else so we don't get confused. Reset attack. So yeah, so right at the end, reset attack. Boom. All right. When this one attacks, it says AI move to set movement, play animation, delay, then set movement mode back to walking. Then if dead, we need to put a delay here. Delay for at least like what? Give me a 0.5 or something, you know what I'm saying, before he attacks again. And also the player, when he dies, our player, when he dies, we need to make sure that he can't even attack anymore. So blueprint third person character on, so attack, right? If dead is true, then do nothing. So put a branch there, started. If dead is true, do nothing. If dead is false, go forward. So let's see if we have a dead variable. We do. Plug that up. Now, if dead is true, you can't do anything. Let's make sure that when he takes damage, that dead is set to true. It is. Bet. So now he shouldn't be able to attack anymore. Also, when he's taking damage, if dead is true, don't do any of this stuff too. So put a branch here and hook this up and push dead. Oops, look for dead. If dead is true, don't do anything for player take damage. But if dead is false, go ahead and do all the rest of that. And then it's going to also check again if dead is true. All right, bet. Now what we need to do is that enemy's, the way that he's swinging is getting on my nerves. So the custom event is going to be called attack player. Oh, it can't be called that. That's why. Attack. How about G attack? Like guard attack. And on the back of this one, let's call it guard attack. Or G attack. That's what's happening right here. So now the aggression should be fixed. All right, so what's happening is our NPC is not following it. He's following the guards. Our guard is not following the what we needed to. He's following the NPCs. Let's take the C player and also copy it to our guard. Copy it over to the guard and paste it here. And we can call it guard C player. And this time what we need to do is here on pawn sensing, he has the same pawn sensing, that's not a problem. All we need to do is instead of attack player, we need to set G attack, that's all. G attack, bow. So that he's gonna do the guard attack. And that way the guard's gonna not be swinging so violently at us, right? He was just killing us just too hard. And we're not at that level yet. All right, last thing is on the attack player, on the guard, right before they do the anim montage, let's add a do once and then do a custom event. I called mine reset animation. And right at the end of this attack, let's call that custom event called reset animation. That way, it's going to delay this time before attacking again. So the attack won't look so crazy. Now this time, I promise you it's going to work. My bad on the last one. So watch this. He comes over, pop, swings, one, swings. Now the reason why it's not hitting me is because I got to update my anim notifications to make the animation a little bit smoother when he attacks. But that's the whole code. And that's all I wanted to show you this episode. So other than that, I'm going to adjust mine off screen. But I hope you learned something today. And in the next episode, we're going to create some other NPCs so that we can have them walking around in our city. And then after that, we need to create like shopkeepers and stuff like that. We don't have that many items for shops, so maybe we'll create like animals or something. I don't know. Let's keep on rolling though. I'll highlight y'all in the next one. Peace. Run to the money.
hope my feet don't fail. The DA and the judge wanna do their best to jail. I done turned it all.